polyam or jammis.
Are you listening? You hear it? Do you hear what I hear? All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Dean, Mike. All right, so with today's reaction is coming as a request from Tom from work, actually. He suggested that we check out this band. It's a two-piece. The drummer is actually the singer, which I thought you would like too, Dean.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah. And interesting enough, one of the players, I think it's the guitar player, is from Black Eyed Peas.
Wow. Wow, what a trip.
But I think they're like a hard rock band.
What? Wow.
Yeah, they're like either a metal band or a hard rock band. Cairo Knife Fight is redefining what two musicians can create live, slaying audiences across the globe with their beautifully raw and primal uniqueness. Formed in New Zealand and now calling Las Vegas home, Cairo Knife Fight is Nick Gaffney on lead vocals and drums and keyboard bass all at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. And George
That's
Pahone,
trippy.
I think George Pahone is his name, Jr. Grammy-winning guitarist for some of the biggest names in the business: Black Eyed Peas, Carlos Santana, Macy Gray, John Legend, Sting.
Damn.
Just yeah. Now, seeing this initially, I was like, hey, well, Dean and I are two musicians and we've been wanting to be in a band.
Right.
Maybe these guys can prove to us that it's possible, but this guy playing three
So
instruments all
wait,
at once.
it's just wow. It's just two guys
Yeah, it's just
on
two guys.
stage.
Yeah,
That's cool, man. What a
that is
trip.
cool. Yeah, because normally it's like a
Yeah.
two-piece, but then they have all these like touring musicians on stage.
Right. Right.
But
Wow, what a
they're
trip.
yeah, true two-piece here, and it looks like they're going to be like a hard. I think they're kind of heavy, so that also to be a heavy band and only have two guys kind of doing the sound, that's kind of hard to do. So
Yeah.
I'm already
Yeah.
impressed, and I haven't heard anything yet.
Right. Yeah.
So and Tom, of course, is a drummer himself and audio engineer, and um, I trust his judgment in good music. So I think this is going to be a pretty good one.
Well, they better do something because I mean, they got to live up to it now, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we might actually have to do a live video reaction too to this because this is kind of probably really entertaining to see live.
Right. Right.
So we're doing one of their bigger songs. It's called Afterbias. It's from their newest album. So it came out this year, Dream Season.
Hmm.
So yeah, here it is, Afterbias by Cairo Knife Fight.
still hear that singular sound. The flying kind, leaving us all below, shining bright, like his diamond side, carried away. You're left with so much more to say. This luminous sun can fly now without needing anyone. Long time saying I love you. How many lives I wonder. I know there'll not be another. I wanna say that we'll meet again long time saying I loved you. How many lives I wonder. I know there'll not be another. I wanna say that we'll meet again someday. How many lives, oh, I wonder. I know there'll not be another. I wanna say that we'll meet again
Wow,
Huh.
that's a trip.
Yeah.
That drum beat, did you feel that extra kick in there? And then before the chorus, it flips upside down. Like it's it still stays in 4/4, but it there's like an extra um beat in there that makes it flip from, upside down. And so almost like it goes into odd time, but it doesn't. And then during the verse, well, as he's singing the vocals, you can hear that extra kick in between the count. And but it's still 4/4.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty trippy when you hear when you singing to that at the same, he's playing the drums and singing that shit, right? So I mean
Yeah.
that's hard to do. So
Huh.
from a musical perspective, depending on how he feels with the vocals, I mean, that could be hard to do what they're doing.
Right. And he's supposed to be supposedly doing keys too.
Well, maybe they're playing, they're tracking it,
Huh.
playing a track and then
Oh, like a bass line?
jet, yeah, play the track and then I don't know what he does live though. I don't know if he's playing
That's
the
probably what he's
drums
doing. Yeah.
live or
He's
yeah, I don't
probably
know.
he's doing drums, I think for sure. Because I think I see a picture here where he's on the drum set and he's singing.
Wow,
So
yeah,
you're right. He
that
must
must
be
be pretty
playing
cool visually.
yeah, he must be playing like a keyboard bass line track over top. The two of them are.
Right, right.
Um, but yeah, dude, this sounds really cool. It's like an alternative metal sound. It kind of reminds me of some old school alternative metal stuff. Maybe almost like Chevelle or something.
Yeah,
Which Chevelle was a three
yeah.
piece too.
Yeah, whatever he's doing, I mean, on the drums, man, that sounds um kind of hard to do, especially what he's, doing vocally at the same time. That's pretty good.
The way they formatted this song to have the drums drop out at certain times and have the guitar going, pretty cool. They just really dynamic in how they built the song.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they designed it. Um from a timing perspective, it's it's very nice. It's pretty cool how they did that. I mean, um, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
trip.
yeah. Yeah, definitely good production. It's just a real crisp sound too. I mean, the drums sound really good, the guitars sound really good. It just overall sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
There was a part in the song though, I thought that was going to go into a little guitar solo and it didn't actually follow through. And that, not to say that that ruined the song at all, but just that I was anticipating a guitar solo in that moment. I
Right.
think it was around the 3 minute mark, which was a pretty cool moment for that song. Let me find that. See the drums drop out there, the guitars are going. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Long time saying I loved you. How many lives I wonder. I know there'll not be another. I wanna say.
Yeah, with all the different things that the drummer's doing in this song, you would not think that he'd be able to sing or is singing on this track.
Yeah, all that all that shit's hard to do, man.
You know firsthand how difficult it is to play drums and sing a song and to do some of the technical stuff that he's doing. You would,
Yeah, that's why that extra kick in there during the verse, because I mean, you got to think about that shit, and then the flip upside down from the verse to the chorus, it's like, shit, like damn, you know,
right,
um, yeah, you got to be good, man.
right. I don't know
Oh,
how these two guys even ended up getting together. It's kind of like you would think it'd be an odd mix, but they sound really good together.
I like the dynamics with the build, and the stops
It looks like he's got some, no surprise here, but it looks like he's got experience in jazz.
in jazz.
Yeah, with some jazz.
Yeah, well, that really helps,
Yeah,
to
to be technical.
sound like he's got kind of a high voice, huh?
Right, it's very clean. It's got that metal sound with the clean vocals type thing going on, which is like I said, like sort of that Chevelle or Tool kind of thing going on,
Right.
or the early 2000s kind of metal sound is kind of what it reminds me of a little bit. But it's delivering a different thing too at the same time, especially being a two piece.
When was this recorded or like
This
released?
this is from their newest album released this year.
I remember back in the day, like, if you ran tracks, it was just like a big no-no, you know. But nowadays it seems to be a lot more accepted, you know. You see
Right.
a lot of it all the time. Like even like when I
Yeah.
went to Vegas the other day and I was watching some of the bands on Fremont, it was like um it's, they were playing tracks too, and because you could hear the tracks going on, and I'm like, where? Well, there's no fucking, another person jamming on the keys or whatever,
Yeah.
and but you hear it in the playback, and so that means, at the same time they're probably having a click run through the thing too,
Yeah.
and so um, but it's like becoming the norm, and even now musicians we don't we don't pick it apart, we just take it for what it is, and just be like, well, there's a track right there, and we just go, hey, like like it's a normal thing. Like it's not like a sellout anymore, you know, like how it used to be.
Yeah.
So
I
it's a
think
lot different.
it's always respected to see musicians playing everything and creating the sound together.
Yeah.
But some people, or most people, probably go to these shows and they just want to hear something that sounds good. They just want a good show. And
Yeah.
if there's a
Yeah. They don't
track,
care how it's made.
right, as long as it sounds good and as long as like the band's got the song put together and there's a show or some kind of performance going on, that's
Yeah.
all that matters, you know.
Yeah.
And I can
Yeah.
understand, I can agree with that too.
Right.
It does sound good. It adds another layer to the sonic environment going on, you know, the whole
Right.
soundscape of everything. So it's a part of it, you know. I think it's a part of it. It's technology, you know.
Yeah. Especially if they're running video in the background and stuff, you know, you have to have it has to be all clicked
Synced.
and yeah, and synced or it's not gonna work, you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing some shows where they've got video and then it looks like they're, you know, you can see like somebody singing on the video and it's matching up with what's happening live, you know, and it's
Right.
like you have to have it match up or it's just gonna look dumb, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All,
Again,
you
if it
know,
all
kung
just
pao and shit,
if
you know.
yeah, as long as everything just kind of is, as long as there's a good show, you know, as long as the performance is there, I think that's all people care about, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this was a good song, man. Thanks to Tom for recommending this one. I think we might have to check out Churn or another song from them. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always follow us on Spotify, podcasters. We have uncut videos there. We upload those after we've uploaded on YouTube. So always make sure that you're here first and then check out what we got on Spotify later. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.